Hello students. Now here we are starting with the some more questions and examples in the chapter of comparing quantities. In the comparing quantity I told you about the ratio, and ratio is written in the form of A is to B. A is to B, where it is written as A upon B. It is written in the form of A is to B and is read as A ratio B. So we can find out this ratio by the division method. Then always remember that ratio is having no unit. No unit of ratio because it is just the division, and same ratio is taken between the two quantities of same unit, that is unit of A and unit of B both must be same. So we have to choose. If the unit is not given same, we have to make it same. Let us start some of the questions with exercise 8.1, where you have to find out the ratio of the speed of cycle and the speed of scooter is given. The speed of cycle is given as 15 kilometer per hour. 15 kilometer per hour. For this 15 kilometer per hour is the speed of cycle, and the speed of car is given. The speed of scooter is given. Scooter is given as 30 kilometer per hour. Both are in the same unit, kilometer per hour. So we have to find out the ratio. Ratio is written as speed of cycle upon speed of scooter. And so is 15 kilometer per hour upon 30 kilometer per hour. Now you can see that 15 and 30 both are multiple and factors. We can cancel with this 15 and 30 by the 15 2 is 30. So it is written as 1 upon 2, or is written in the form of ratio as 1 is to 2. Another one is 5 meter to 10 kilometers. So it's written in the form 5 meter upon 10 kilometer. Now both are having the different unit, so you have to make the unit same. 5 meter upon 10 kilometer is converted into meters. Now we know that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. 10 kilometer will be equal to 10 into 1000 meters. Now both are in same unit. 5 upon 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. 1 upon 2000. So the ratio is 1 is to 2000. So wherever the unit is not given same, there you have to convert into the same unit. Now here is question number 2, where you have to find out the percent. Percent, that day also I told you that percent means 1 upon 100 out of 100. So you have to make the denominator as 100. So just for making the denominator as 100, we just write it in the form that we multiply in the numerator and in the denominator with 100. and then this 1 upon 100 is converted into percent sign. So we have to multiply and divide by 100, and then 1 upon 100, this 1 upon 100 is written as percent sign. To convert the following ratio into percent, this is the ratio given. You have to just convert it into the ratio form in the form of division as 3 upon 4. Then 3 upon 4, what you have to do? You have to multiply by 100, divide by 100, and then this becomes 3 upon 4 into 100%. Now in short, you just have to multiply by 100 and write the percent sign. So 3 upon 4 is converted as into 100 and the percent sign. Now 4 cancels this 125 times. This is 3 into 25, and 3 into 25 is 75%. So you write it as 75%. 3 upon 4 means 75%. 2 upon 3, this 2 upon 3 you have to convert into percent, so multiply by 100 and put the percent sign. Now this is not the divisible by 3, you just have to write 200 upon 3%, and 200 upon 3 you have to divide. 3 6 18, 3 6 18, and then this goes on. So this is equals to 66.6%. 9% total is 100. Total is 100%. For anything given, the total must be 100% of sum of all. The question number 3, it is given 72% of 25 students are good in maths. So we take total 100% student. Out of the 100% students, 72 they are good in maths, then remaining are not good in maths. The question says that 72% of 25 students are good in maths, then how many are not good in maths? So if 72% are good in maths, then the remaining 100 minus 72, that is 28. 28% are not good in maths. We have to find out this. Now 28% of 25 students. We convert this percent in the fractional form as 28 upon 100. This percent sign converts into 1 upon 100, and of converts into sign, multiplication sign, 25. Now we can solve this. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100, and 4 ones are 4, 4 sevens are 28. 7 students. That is 7 students are not good in maths. Now that's all for this video. In the next video, I'll be telling you some more questions and the new topics.